tuko na watu wa Taita Taveta, tuko na watu wa Kwale na sisi wako Walamu wapi na wengine wote. Imekuwa kwamba siku ya leo zile list zilizoko za delegates ziko mixed up. Hata chairlady wa Kwale ako hapa na jina lake itkanda pia katika list ya kuingia kuvote leo ama kuingia kwa mkutano. So there is a lot of confusion. Tunaomba kuelewa ni nini kimefanyika siku ya leo, kwamba there is a lot of confusion about the delegates. Asante. Kuna wengine wameingia na wengine wametolewa ambao wamekuwa hapo siku zote. Asante.
Asante sana mama kutoka Kilifi. You know why NDC is a very serious business, because I want us to concentrate on what we have been taken through by CN Kihara about hii katiba. Sasa hiyo unajua, mimi najua ile inamulika nini hiyo. Unajua nimekuwa I've been around. Sasa hiyo mambo ya delegate iko na confusion hapa, mimi najua hiyo inaelekea wapi. Haiko kwa katiba. So ni kumaanisha mama hakusikiza yale ya katiba, alikuwa bado anakerwa na list. Mimi najua list inamulika hapa. Tuongee ukweli. You know, mimi huwa naongea ukweli. Mambo ya list kwa ambao umeyazungumzia pia ni muhimu, japokuwa sio katika yale ambao tunazungumzia sasa. Ningeuliza watu wa secretariat waangalie mambo hayo ndio waweze kutatua. Lakini kwa sasa kwa sababu sasa hata kama kuna wengine wako na shinda kama hizo, tafadhali ona either SG ama wale watu wako kwa ama elections, na waona wako hapa, chairman yako hapa, ndiye ataweza kutu. Yes, Jesse.
Thank you very much, party leader, chair of NDC. I would want to ningependa kuunga mkono proposal ya my senior ya kwamba wale watu ambao wanaenda kwa NEC waweze kuwa wametoka pale kwa constituency proposed from that level. Pia ningependa tuongeze zaidi ili tuweze kufafanua kwamba hawa watu what criteria will we use ku determine ile constituency ametoka. Kwa sababu kama mimi ni mzaliwa wa Narok, lakini mimi ni mpiga kura wa Starehe constituency. Kwa hivyo we need to differentiate hizo mbili. Kwa hivyo kama ni hapo kwa katiba, tuweke ikuwe very clear ya kwamba wewe, kwa sababu hii ni chama ya siasa, tuweze kusema ya kwamba constituency ambayo inakurifaa ni ile constituency ambayo wewe ni mpiga kura, sio ile ambayo umezaliwa. However, kwa sababu sisi ni viongozi, piga makofi kama unakubaliana. Shukran. However, kwa sababu sisi ni viongozi, pia ni jukumu letu kuhakikisha hata ile constituency na county ya nyumbani pia imehitimu. Shukran. Hiyo second, na hata Bwana Kengara alikuwa amesema na nimekubaliana nayo, lakini tuongeze hiyo.
Very well. Asante sana. You see, it's important. Yes, ma'am. Dokolani. Kutoka Lamu, mpe.
Kwanza ningependa kushukuru kwa kupata nafasi na pia kutupatia nafasi kuuliza maswali. Kwa maana mara nyingi tukija hakuna maswali, ni kula na kwenda. Mimi ningependa kutoa ombi moja. Wakati sisi MCAs au viongozi wa bunge, women rep, tukija kwa chama huwa tunaandikisha sana na tunalipa chama. Lakini wakati tukirudi mashinani, sisi ndo tunatambulika zaidi. Na sisi ndo tunajua ni nani mzuri na nani ameshikilia chama. Lakini wakati tushamaliza siasa, tukienda wale walifaulu au ambao kufaulu, sisi huwekwa katika debe ambao la kusaulika. Na hiyo ndio inaangusha chama. Ikiwa sisi tutapewa nguvu, huenda hii chama kitakuwa mahali pazuri. Na tushukuru Mwai Kibaki hakutuacha mayatima, na alikataa hiki chama kuungana na wengine, ili hata wale wanyonge wakitaka tikiti wako rahisi kwa nini kuingia. Lakini jinsi minendo inaenda katika chama, tungeomba party leader na wale wote ambao wanataka kushikilia kichama, ni lazima wajue wanapiga aina hii chama itoke ndani ya moyo wao, lakini si kwa midomo. Kwa hivyo ikiwa sisi tuko tayari kuinua DP, basi tuinue DP ili ambao tuliwachiwa na marehemu Mwai Kibaki. Wale ambao wanakuja leo kupiga kura mbili, kwanza watuushise sisi watu wa Lamu wenyewe, kama mfano mimi kama MCA na Lamu East pia kuna MCA, tuweke kongamano sisi, watuambie katika wodi hiyo au kaunti hiyo ni nani anafaa na ni nani ambaye anastahili. Ukiangalia wale wanaokuja kweli, lakini unakuta wako kwa system. Lakini mimi ikiwa kama life member huwa niko kwa system, mimi ndio najua DP vile ilivyo. Kwa hivyo ningeomba party leader tujaribu kurekebisha ili DP iweze kwenda mbele. Bila kurekebisha hakuna mahali tunaenda. Kwa hiyo machache, asanteni.
Asante. Ya katiba tafadhali, the proposals which have been made.
Thank you, my fellow delegates. I'm Elijah Mbweke, the current. I have a proposal, sir, on, according to Mr. Kiara, he has told us that due to the scarcity of money, you reduce the number of delegates who are supposed to attend the national convention. And as we all know, the owners of the party are the grassroots members, those who start from sub-location, ward level, and the constituency level. As Mr. Battery has clearly put it, when we come here, those people who have been left at home, the delegates from the constituency level to the ward level, wanajua tukija hapa kamfuko katafura kidogo, na tukirudi nyumbani wao waone mabadiliko. So I am proposing, kama tunataka kuchenga chama kutoka mashinani mpaka national level, wale watu wa nyumbani, wale county, sub county level, ward level, lazima tuwaushishe. Hata mmoja aje hapa, more so the chairman from the sub county au akija NDC akiandamana na watu wa county level wakiwa 7, na county constituency level awe mmoja, wawe watu 8, ndio wapelekee watu message pale mashinani. Thank you, sir.
That would mean adding another criteria for qualification. I think if I understood, and I think hii point Mbweke alileta wakati tulikutana with the chairman. So we need to be tuone, because you see lazima kuna branches ambazo ziko na constituencies. So it also depends on who is going to ni nani. Is it the chairman, or is it the chairman, secretary na treasurer kutoka kwa hiyo sub branch? And then we must have a criteria of qualifying. So what you are suggesting, Mbweke, kamati iende iketi, and I know that you raised this the other day, iende iketi angalie your concern ya branch, ya sub branch, sorry. Hii tumesema constituency, because it is recognized, the constituency is recognized here in Article 15, that then we put some representation in neck of the constituency. That's the point, isn't it? So you come umeshika vile. I know he has been very consistent on this. So not concerned, kwa sababu wale ambao watakuwa wamewekwa kwa constituency wametoka kwa ward, na wale wametoka kwa ward wametoka kwa polling station. So he has a point he's making. So iende kamati ya CN iangalie how to reconfigure this membership of NEC, either to add or to adjust. Yeah. You know, I'm just saying, my business is to conduct the meeting. CN. So just.
Yes, mine is strictly just on the constitution and the proposals. I know CN has, I'm Caleb Wanga, I'm the organizing secretary for Nairobi. He has made some critical proposals, and we are on the mission to build the political party, the Democratic Party of Kenya. One, I would propose some amendment to what he has said. Yes, we propose because of course to reduce delegates over a period of time. But can we make this for a certain number of years so that we don't remain stuck with small delegates, because party is about people and it's about numbers outside, as proposed by my friend from Kisii. This NDC can propose that can be applied maybe for the next 5 or 10 years. Then as we monitor how membership is growing, then we revert to the original vision of the party. That is one. The second one, actually I've stayed mpaka ingine ikapotea. Yeah, that is very critical. Okay, the second one and the last. You propose, I would like him to reward the issue of setting up disciplinary committee or internal dispute resolution. We create grievance mechanism committee inside the party. People have gone to court because they feel that internally structures, they will not be heard. And it's expensive for nothing going to court, and court does not build relations. Court only break relations because it's about winner and loser. We create grievance response mechanism within the party where no one, not an individual, have powers to make decisions. Actually, even the issue of delegates from Mombasa that she raised, that's a serious constitutional issue in the party. It means there must be some gap somewhere where people travel to Nairobi to come to the NDC, and then they realize that their names are even not in the list. It can be malicious or not malicious, but these are internal mechanisms that we can use to help build the party. Thank you.
Thank you, well spoken. On the constitution, I wanted to just, there's a proposal which CN put, and ningetaka we clear it. Here, discipline with the CN. There is no need of that at hiyo list ile wale watakuwa kwa hiyo committee kupelekwa kwa party leader. When that committee sits, kama mulisikia vile alisema, when that committee meets, they should just elect their chairperson, a duly qualified person. Although we may have some small issue with the language of qualified, who is qualified and who is not qualified. Are you trying to put professionalism of sorts? You know, in ADR, you don't necessarily have to, ni kama assessors tu, ni kama wale jurors. You know that you can put an accountant, quantity surveyor there. Bora ni watu ambao wanajua, wanaheshimika. Sio lazima akuwe ni wakili. Hata kama ni jambo la discipline. Si hata kwako una discipline watoto wako. Lazima umesomea sheria na unachuna masikio mtoto ana hiyo maneno anasema hiyo sitarudia tena. So we may have some little bit difficulty with that one of qualified person, because then when you have already been nominated watatu wakwenda kusikiza kesi. Sasa how is it that the issue of qualification then arises when you are electing one of you to be the chairman of that disciplinary committee that must be qualified? So why did you put unqualified people? Maybe that's why in the wisdom of others they say that the party leader deals with that. But I think I would want to agree with the proposal. Let not the party leader be involved in that. I think that's too mundane. It can be the committee. through the process which has been explained there, ikikutana wanachagua moja wao akuwe mwenyekiti, kwa sababu ni kusikiza kesi. After all, ni kesi ya mwanachama, you know, sio kesi ya shamba, you know, ni maybe a member, a dispute between a member and another member, or between a member and the party. Just this is copied from the Political Parties Act. I'm the one who did that, and I know it is just the way it is expected. Because if you don't do it, mukifika ukienda kwa PPDT ama the internal dispute resolution mechanism. So see, me, I want to agree with that. I don't know whether tunakubaliana. But anyway, we'll put the question later. Look at this one, Article 14. Paragraph inasema the National Executive Committee to the National Delegates Convention waiting election of a new National Executive Committee by the delegates. I think we need to be clear. This has caused some of the hiatus we've been having kabla kuweka hii mkutano. Because some people wanasema wale wako you are not qualified. So let us, but you will be running. We need to provide in this one a new is put in place by the delegates. Ikiwa namna hiyo umesema 3 months imekuwa vacant. Sasa you know nataka kwenda hii nashindwa, are we still in office? Yet they are supposed to be the ones organizing. So are they in office or are they not in office? But you see, you have said they have become vacant. So they continue, the seats will be vacant, but those in office continue to hold those office until they hand over to a new neck, actually. Sinakia kama vile katiba inasema, the post of a member of parliament becomes vacant when either he dies or this office through whatever means until he hands over to another one. Hata ile ya rais. Yes, there are some things ambazo huwa hawezi fanya. Katiba imemfunga. Lakini ni lazima kuwe na watu wa kufanya kazi kwa ofisi. There may be need some urgency, emergency imetokea. That neck should be able to meet. And I just want to persuade you by giving you this example. Katiba ya nchi inasema 60 days to the election date, Parliament shall have gone on recess sine die. Wengine wanasema sine die, sine die, vitu kama hivyo. Inaahirishwa vikao vyake, zamani ilikuwa dissolution. Inaahirishwa vikao vyake mpaka wakati mwingine utakaotangazwa. Lakini kwa katiba ya nchi tulisema baada ya uchaguzi bunge lazima likutane baada ya siku not less than 30 days. Lakini wakati huo ambao bunge limeahirishwa, kukitokea jambo lolote la dharura, any emergency, that same parliament ndio itaenda if it's an emergency declaration of war, things like that same parliament, hao wenye wako wanafanya kampeni za hizo, nasema ati sasa hakuna bunge, hao ndio wataitwa waende kutoa uamuzi kama tunafanya na state to declare state of emergency, state of war, vitu kama hivyo. Hata wale ambao wale wako We must allow them to continue. I know it caused some problem.
And
What
part of
was
what we have discussed
3 months
is
imeisha.
even to have
Where haji
programs like happy.
See and utatuambia nini. So let's just see and consider. Sijui kama, am I making sense? So that we don't tusijifunge ikue we cannot make certain emergency decisions. That's the only reason. Nasema ikue tu kama vile kunafanyika kule katika katika serikali, in government and even in parliament. Jambo kama hilo. Are we together? I am not in agreement with the proposal to delete the clause 11, paragraph A, about the party leader, because there is merit in the way it is. Are we going to only have our party as the only one where the party leader has no authority? That we are going to leave, but I know it is NDC nominating is okay, because that usually will happen in a special NDC. But we should generally, just like it is in other political parties, allow the party leader to be the presidential candidate for the party, if the party is having a presidential candidate. But if we remove it down, the party leader shall be the head of the party and shall offer leadership to the party membership and to work in consultation with the deputy party leaders. I don't have a problem with that. But why are we deleting that he is the presidential candidate? Why are we deleting that? Yeah. So if it is, then you may find that sooner than later, nobody. There must be some attraction. Ama namna gani on NGO? Because ati mtakutana siku ingine, so the party leader, your party leader is ni kumangamanga tu, ati mpaka siku ile mtakutana NDC ndio mtajua. Then I can assure you, moving you are killing the goose that lays the golden egg. But anyway, you are the delegates. If you are persuaded, I'm only one person. I'm only giving an opinion. If you are persuaded, Chairman of Nyeri. Oh, I think, Bwana King'ara, yes, I hear you. Actually, that is perfect. Term limit, yes. That's a good proposal. Tuko kwa nataka kuketi ajibu sasa yale mmeyasema kuhusu amendments.
Asante sana kwa wenye chama kutoka gatuzi ambazo tuko hapa. Ningependa sana kuongelelea hili jambo la the party leader being the presidential candidate. Tunajua kwamba kila chama tumesema tunatoka pale ward, tunaenda constituency, tunafika kwenye county, alafu tunafika national office. Na kila chama huo uchaguzi wanatoka pale chini. Kwa hivyo wakati ambapo tunachagua wale viongozi wa national wametoka kule mashinani. Na chama yoyote ya siasa, kitu ya kwanza ni wanataka kukua hao ndio wenye serikali, hao ndio wanagawia wengine. Kwa hivyo you cannot negotiate any government from a point. Sasa tukisema party leader wetu haizi kuwa presidential candidate, ni kumaanisha nini? Kwa zile chama zingine wakisema wako na party leader wao ambao ni presidential candidate, wakifika kuitana nani anaweza presidential candidate ama deputy president, wanaambia wetu wewe kaa kando kidogo, kwa sababu chama yako imesema hawako sure, hawana uhakika kwamba wewe ndio presidential candidate. Tunajua maneno ya siasa ni kwamba watu wakikutana pale kuna ile kitu inaitwa time factor. Munataka kutuambia even going forward pande ambayo tutafanya kazi nayo, kwa sababu huwezi fanya uchaguzi peke yako, unaangalia nani ambao wako like minded. Munataka huo wakati wakisema wanatafuta presidential candidate waseme chama wote leteni wale ambao mko nao, lakini ipi wacha kwanza watengeneze NDC. Hatutafungiwa nje jamani, ambaye ni presidential candidate. Afadhali tukue tunasema amefika kwenye meza ana negotiate. Sasa NDC kipangwa, zile county na mashinani wanasema party leader ukifika pale sisi tunataka hiki na hiki na kile, lakini hatuwezi mzuia. Ametoka Kilifi, Nyeri, siku nyingine wako wakatoka Kisumu, kwa sababu hiki ni chama cha kitaifa. Kwa hivyo naomba tuangalie sana kwa uzito, tusiweze kufunga chama chetu kikawa kwamba yes, lakini hatutaki pale juu. So ni wangapi wanakubaliana na mimi? Kwa mkono tu.
Mr. Chair, kwa sababu ya wakati,
Yes, na
tuelekeze pale unataka kusikia swali ya mwisho.
Swali la mwisho. Tafadhali.
Tuelekeze.
Because we are now, unajua nyinyi wenyewe ndio mlichelewesha kuanzisha. Quickly, yes. Yes.
My name is Engineer Wilson Kigwa from Nyandarua. My proposal is that we amend 12D, which requires us to have a special delegate conference at least 2 months, so that when we nominate, when we have our party leader to be automatically our presidential candidate without a need for a special delegates conference to confirm the presidential candidate. I don't know whether you have seen that one.
Yeah, I know. D.
Thank you.
Just like what we did in 2022. Continue having, but for me, maybe engineer, I would want to persuade you, if I can. Let's continue having this D. Even when the presidential candidate as of the law, and we have seen even other parties. Yes, there is need to have that. Make that declaration. I think it is, yes, the party leader will be the presidential candidate, but to formally endorse, there is need to have that special delegate. Gives the party and party membership, and even you, the candidates, ile mtisha ya kusikia kweli umepata idhinisho kutoka kwa chama ama namna gani? So engineer, I would want to persuade you kidogo tu, if we can continue having it. Asante. And then tunamalizia, if you can be as brief as engineer.
Introducing happiness, then you go home.
Thank you very much. My name is Mr. Gikonyo Mareku, Organizing Secretary, Nakuru County. I'll mention that the party leader is the face of the party, and he must be somebody who all the counties know that he is the one. But we cannot have a party leader, this time from this county, the other time from this county, tutakuwa disrupted. Kwa hivyo party leader awe ndiye kiongozi. Ya mwisho kwa hii katiba yenye sijasoma sana. Let's try and have mechanism delegates today of having a DP office in every county yenye inaonekana na inasapotiwa na chama from headquarters.
Thank you very much. I think sooner than later, when we finish some of the other things we are doing, those are some of the announcements that we want to do, because I think we must have our presence in every branch, seen and felt. Just like they say, justice needs to be seen, not just be felt. Hata sisi kama chama tusikike. Sindio? Now, I wish, jameni, I'm running out of time, and I'm the one who has... no, ya katiba. Nitamalizia na agenda. By the way, I don't know why ladies are the ones referred to as...
And let me start with all delegates. Assalamu alaikum. I just want to remind you, the last time we elected him as the party leader, and we told him to be the presidency and whom he has. So we didn't tell you stop, don't go to Ruto. And I'm hearing from the party leader, yes, amekosana na president. How can we know when did you join? Now, delegates, you must
Okay. Katiba, lakini no. Give the lady. I will answer. Although because he is repeating, I have answered him in the past. Yeah. So he wanted, he's just being a politician, which is very good. I want a party which is vibrant like that. Yeah. He's being the politician that we need. But I will answer him because I have read the answers. I've already given him the answer before. But I will give it for the benefit of the other delegates who are here. the lady there tumalizie ndio turudishe awamu kwa CN.
DP. Naomi Mwangi from Kiambu. Last time, I'm just requesting, nilisimama MCA Kiambu. Wale was, nitaenda na wewe hadi dakika ya mwisho. Kifika wakati nilifika dakika ya mwisho nikasikia huyuko kwa president. Kuna mahali pengine ulienda. So, nilikuwa najiuliza, my target ilikuwa nianze kutoka MCA, nipate wa MCA, nipate governor, hivyo wote tukua na hiyo msukumano ya DP. Dakika ya mwisho wakati nilisimama nilipewa kura kidogo sana. Sababu ya nini? Walienda wakasema they are supposed to be, walikuwa wanaisema kutoka juu hadi chini ikuwe ni, walikuwa wanasema nini? Ni suti. Hiyo suti nikajiuliza, nimefika mahali suti yangu imeanza kutorokea pale kwa president. Nifanye aje? Tukipata at least wewe ukiwa bado ground kusema nitaka kutoka chini hadi kwa president. Thank you very much.
Thank you. No, unajua huyu mzee kutoka Garissa oh gosh. Lakini haya, zungumza hapo juu. Nakusikia kabisa.
Now there is a problem, sir. There is a real problem. Last time when we were here, we promised that we share the problem.
Please, which proposal?
The number of delegates, you have to get a vote as members and delegates. All of us can get these proposals to reach them so that we can also conclude the matter unanimously because we did a lot of work. Number two, when you are going to have this power,
that is yours,
please remind this honorable member, that we will work on that. And when you are leaving us, please tell us. Please tell us. Give us a notice. Give us a notice now that we can prepare ourselves because we don't have a living. Like Mombasa, the other time we prepared.
Now, tafadhali, no. You know, fortunately, we amendments to the constitution, the proposed amendments, and we expected that, and that's why I said kila mtu apewe a copy of the constitution. But instead of dealing with the matters of the constitution, I can see you have decided to fear of. Kama ni wakati tulikuwa kule bunge, unajua ni kuzimia wewe microphone tu, because you become irrelevant. But let me now respond to this. Labda, it's unfortunate, because of you, mmepata hii katiba saizi. Maybe you could look at on the position of the party leader, and then go to paragraph, sub-paragraph, it is paragraph A, sub-paragraph 6. The party leader, he or she shall have the following duties. Go to 6, Roman 6. Lead the party in political negotiations to form a working coalition with any other party or parties with the sole purpose of forming the government as may be desirable in the circumstances in close consultation with the National Executive Council. So, in fact, You know, because nilijibu huyu mzee kutoka Garissa the other day, tulikuwa mkutano wa machairman. I mean, hii ndio katiba. When you have to, somebody has been given the duty to lead negotiations. We were with, fortunately, the chairman, the SG, and our beloved patron who left us, the Honorable Joseph Consolo Munyao. And we informed everybody that we intend was which was what we, and as you can see it is happening. Wengine wamekuwa swallowed huko. Si ni kweli? Sasa wanataka kumeza ingine because our friend there ile kitu I think he is experienced in ile mambo ya KANU NDP merger ya 2002. So I think his intention was to go and swallow. But see, some of us have a dependent way of thinking and doing things. We cannot allow ourselves to be swallowed. So we resisted. Yeah? And it is right. If you don't agree, you exit. Ama namna gani? You don't remain in an abusive marriage. Yeah? Whoever it is, tuliingiana naye kule, na si kuenda peke yangu. Na nilielezea siku ile tulikuwa na mkutano ya machairman. I never went alone. I never do that. I believe in consultations because it is important that we do that, because even as party leader, you are not above this constitution. As the party leader is also bound by the same constitution. Ama namna gani? So whatever you do in consultation with others. And that's what happened. Yeah? But we are saying, today, tuko hapa. Kama kuna mtu ambaye anataka tuketi pamoja tuzungumze na yeye, akuje kivyake, tuzungumze ana kwa ana. Yeah? Yeah. We don't want to go into something which has already been cooked somewhere. We don't want. But whether we like it or not, it is an truism in Kenya. It is very difficult for one single party to form government. Hii na hii itaendelea kwa muda mrefu in the foreseeable future. Whether we like it or not, you know, it is not very easy today for one single party to form a government. Hata wale wako sasa, si bado wako na muungano? Hata hii ingine ilikuwa inaitwa Azimio, si ilikuwa muungano? It is true ODM was the largest party there. Ni kweli? Wengi. There were over 20 parties. Don't imagine that there's nobody imagining you are creating the wheel. No, you are not inventing the wheel. It is the truth. Kenya Kwanza also has several parties. Paka wa leo, si Muturi yuko, CCK, si Kabogo na ile jibebe kujibeba, iko huko. Na wale wengine, huyu mwingine amemezwa, ANC. Wamalwa is in the DAPK. DAPK is in Kenya Kwanza. I mean, Azimio One Kenya. Ford Kenya is in Kenya Kwanza. Si ni kweli? Several other small, kina Kionjuri ile inaitwa nini? TSP. Wiko mingi sana. Act, whether we like it or not, we cannot bury our tuseme ati CCDP, but sisi tutaenda kivye. I mean, we must be also be guided by what is realistic. Yeah? on the ground, that we will have to coalesce with others, but within that coalition, we go and fight for our space to be the flag bearers. That is what we need to do. Lakini tukianza tusema atuongei na mtu mwingine, we run the risk of being left kule kando. But let's also face facts. Ideologically and philosophically, we can work together. But within that arrangement of our goal conclusion, we are not going to fight for any space. So I hope that my friend, the young Democrat from Mombasa, what I want to promise you is, when we come to Mombasa, part of the reason why I want these meetings to be this interactive is so that when I come to Mombasa, I'm also able to say, the young Democrat, please, nataka tuzungumze. That's what I would want, so that we have a way of meeting our people. The one from the lady from you know, and I like the chairman is very active. I'm very happy. Kwa matatu wa Kibebu anasema niwekee pale kwa ofisi ya DP. That's very good. That's very good, because you see, inaenda kwa njia nyingi sana. Kwa sababu naona masaa imeisha kabisa. Wacha nikome hapo, nimwite CN atuelekeze yale ambayo tumekubaliana. Thank you, CN.
Wana DP. Yes, yangu ni machache, because the party leader has dealt with a number of the issues, and two, he makes it very difficult for me when I'm also expecting to oppose or to confront him before the NDC. He makes it very, very difficult. But my proposal would have been very easy. We have a number of resolutions we have recommended. We check which one doesn't require actual voting, but I'll make a few comments so that the can understand where we are coming from. Like the issue of reducing the number was not informed. I would appreciate the comment, I think from Nyandaro or somewhere, the one of limiting the term for that constitution to be limited. But I will tell you, you don't need to limit it, because every time NEC has powers to recommend an amendment to NGC and the NDC to do an amendment. You're getting very many details and argue to explain to you what that were discussed, so that I have been in the party when we have no funds. I have been in the party when we can't pay our secretaries. I have been in the party when we can't even have a cup of tea, the people who are coming to represent you and to keep the party going. You remember after we elected the party leader, he left and he came back recently. We have been in the party, holding the party the fort. And we performed so badly, like the lady from Kiambu says, because the merger compromised us. You know, those are the politics of this constitutional amendment that I was avoiding. The merger compromised us such that our candidates, even when they went to the meetings of the coalition, they were not even allowed to speak. They didn't have a voice, so they completely got, and they got finished, and we looked like non-status. Then we had also lost very many other candidates who would have run on our party who are popular. Decided to run for president. Because there is also a cost when you decide to run for president. When you decide to do a merger, there is also a cost. When you decide to do a coalition, there is also a cost. Because when you coalition, then you do, let's say, like with KK, those of us who believed that it can't change, the results of we are seeing today were, we could see it in advance, did not move over. We remained. But now, why am I saying that? The political parties that got more seats and more votes are getting an average of 60 million a year from the national treasury. That's the money Akina ODM are fighting over. Who will be the Secretary General? Who will be what? Do you get what I mean? Then they have their individual members contributing. The ones who own all those seats, they also contribute per month. So the party is very, very rich. It can sponsor even the young people, overseas international conferences, etc. It can convene NDC even in a retreat town like Mombasa. It can fly all those delegates to Mombasa with government money, which we don't have. And as a legal secretary, we looked into the law to see, first of all, how do we maintain, comply with the law of NDC and get our people to bring views, but without the constraint of being a beggar for anybody's money. Because when you go to look for donated money, there is a price for it. Today you can get money to bring 5,000 DP members in Nairobi, even tomorrow if you want. Do you get what I mean? And you don't need to go very far. You only need to walk here, less than a kilometer. But then, will it be DP after that meeting? Will it be DP? Will it be speaking one voice? That's where we are coming from. So take an amendment of the Constitution is not intended to benefit anybody. It is intended to benefit members. Some of the NEC members who participated in making these decisions might not continue to be NEC members, or may continue, but in other capacities, or may retire after a given time. They may not be looking at 10 years, 20 years. I know some who says, me, I only want to go up to the next general election. Now, it is from that background we are coming from. Before you, now, go to Article 29, 30, 31, and 32. I'm trying to move very fast. The new amendments that have been put in. Article 29 is on adjudication, appeal, that one. There are all those details I omitted reading word by word. Who are the members? How will members be chosen? How will they be sitting? But that I was doing it because I believed the agendas of today needed to be moved very fast. I have my regrets that I'm making those presentations to delegates who have not read it, who have not heard the Constitution. But those emanate from the problem of funding. Because we could not have been able to do a Constitution and send it to the people, everybody, wherever you are now, the 600,000 members registered with the political parties. You may not know how many we are. We are 600,000 members, all with equal rights. So you need like 600,000 copies of the Constitution to take. Those who know how printing and everything costs, they can do those arithmetic. To do this NDC, and I think those are some of the things that may come out from the Treasurer's report, etc. We had to beg, we had to get our candidates has to pay money to be a candidate, even if you have been serving the party, and so that we can be able to be here today. So I think let us not sweep problems under the carpet. Let's appreciate where we are and see whether we can work with the little we have and still maintain democracy. So I would have proposed myself, after I do the answers, we do a show of hands of the resolutions that are agreed. I know there are some contentions that require some rethinking, like the one of the party leader issue. I know there are some, but let's go to the others. Like now the diaspora and legal secretary affair. Yes, the one of the legal. Do you have problem with it being an ex officio? Yes, yes. Because you don't want, you mean professionals, you can't have them competing. You need to trust the neck that is it can get a professional that will advise. Yes, thank you. Diaspora, you also need the whole world. It's very wide. So it's not a simple diplomacy. I have now nothing about this. I've never. You say you represent the diaspora. You will not be useful to the Thank you. The other one is the national. Let me avoid first of all the national, the delegates issue. I got to the one of Article 12A, Roman 6. The one of I had finished that. Do you have a problem with that? The one of reduction. It is in that constitution how you can read it. Article 12.1. It reduces the number. Let me tell you where our thinking came from. And people, some of us believed delegates should be able to be self-sponsored. Because they value the party, they have a stake in the party, and they need to have a voice in the party. When I sponsor delegates, I mean come and you only elect me, go home. Nothing else. That's what I mean. Do you get what I mean? We need delegates to be ready to, we work hard. Let's assist each other. Even we have seminars, we could have agricultural seminars. Party can coordinate even agricultural seminars to improve people's lives so that we have independent and strong delegates. That's what would help the party. Because this idea of Moi, the person with the capacity can call the largest number of people in the city, they can pass anything without thinking. I think I would not try to leave it to my children. I would like, if I had a way of doing it, intervening a little bit, I propose we started dropping that issue. I know it's a very, very sensitive and sensational issue to delegates, but we need also to take it forward. Do you have a problem with that? Let me go to the one of the one of what is it? Do you have a problem with the disciplinary system being put? Do you have a problem? Yeah? The procedures put out. They are very detailed when you study. Yeah? Yes? What missing? Do you get what I mean? Or a capital letter missing? That can be of political parties. Do you mean if it's an editorial or there is a forum? Or don't sit in the neck and who will hear your case and they will recite. And if you disagree with them, there is another forum for you to do an appeal to be heard by different people. And if you can't be satisfied with that result, nationally there is the political parties dispute resolution tribunal. And if that one doesn't satisfy you, you can go to the High Court, like we did in the case I was talking of Sigay. We went to the High Court because the PDT had messed us in the beginning. And we managed to reverse the decision in the High Court. So are we together on that issue of at least agreeing? In a meeting like this, we can't agree on everything, whether it should be a capital K or a capital C. Or if you are like me, from Muranga, sometimes you mix L and R. I would avoid a discussion of that. So I'm spending time on that. Do you mean? Now let's go to the issue of the party the National Delegates Conference, on the issue of the party leader. NEC, in its wisdom, has grappled with that issue for quite some time. But I do know, I have heard the views of the party leader. And it's quite unfortunate we are doing this amendment when he's expecting to be confirmed in office. From when I'm drafting, when I'm not party leader. But I'm not saying that I respect him, he's my senior, we have done many things. Sometimes law is difficult to make when it looks like it's addressed to a person. But let me give you a simple example. So that we finish with that issue. This issue was a recommendation for the NDC, for the NEC to consider. Let me finish with that issue. I can see your hand up. But let me give my views on that issue. The day we were lucky enough as a party for our party leader to be appointed a cabinet minister. And then the law of the country was read out that we didn't have a deputy. If you confirm the elections, the results, I'll be confirmed. So if that's in a scenario happened, it means if there was a by-election in Kenya of the presidential election, but the delegates, when they elected him as deputy. I've listened to Madam Fro here give a very good explanation that you can't go to negotiate if you have no powers, if you have no what, if you would hate. That is my own view, but and I've said I don't expect a voting on that. I would hate to decide the powers of the party leader based on I choose a party leader and I also choose him to be my presidential candidate, but he only intends to go and negotiate a position somewhere else. He only intends to go and negotiate something. That's why he needs to be powerful. To negotiate a position somewhere, I feel divergence. And I would suggest to make a recommendation to NEC, not I am not the one, sorry, Mr. Mwangi Simon. I'm not the one presiding over this meeting. I'm only trying to answer the legal issues that arose, and I thought it's good to share with people the views. There is the article one party leader suggested, the one which says the party should, I think we all agree we should have a transitional mechanism of
the work of this.
Thank you. The engineer Kego special delegates to confirm. I think that was answered by the party leader. The one of the issue remains: if we don't amend the constitution before we do the next presidential elections or any other elections of the president, it remains to be done by special delegates. Now, there is 12D. I think that was supported by the party leader and there was no issue. Then there is the gentleman up there from Mombasa. I can assure you I have always served the party. During elections, I have never participated. Since I became a legal secretary, I have never been a candidate in the elections. And when all these others go to campaign and look for other seats, I'm available 24 hours, 7 days a week to answer any legal issue or complication that a member of the Democratic Party meets, even those on the field. It's a big sacrifice, and I have no shilling or coin that I've been paid with by anybody. Thank you. With that, now I think, unless there's something else arising, I have no other issue. Yeah?
Asante sana. Tumeshukuru sana. Tumpigie makofi. Makofi kubwa kabisa. And as our chair said, and also that I think this NDC should be a whole weekend. Sindio? The next one we come to legal matters. Hizi kingine tunakuja tunafanya nini? Election. But for now, always Open. Hatuwezi maliza swali. Tukiendelea swali mpaka asubuhi, tutaendelea. For now, I'm sure we invite our treasurer to come in and najua anaweza squeeze atupelekee the audit financial statement. Mr. Moses London Sati. Tukamisha na makofi. Kwa tulisema ten 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 ten, karibu. Mpige makofi bana. Huu ni moto wetu. Karibu sana. Tupige makofi tena. Karibia. Naona DJ anajua ngoma yako. Amekuwekea ngoma kabisa. Karibu sana. Karibu. Naweza ekelea hapa. Karibu sana. Acha nikupigie nikusalimie hivi nikupatie microphone itango handover. Sasa karibu.
Habari zenu delegates. Habari zenu wana DP. DP. Raku DP. DP. Asante sana. Mimi ndio treasurer wenu na hakuna wageni, nyinyi ni wale watu wa zamani. Tu nikiangalia Moses Laonta Sati Ololo Waya hawa Kikuyu wengine wanashindwa kutranslate. Kwa hiyo asanteni sana kwa nyinyi kuja na tuje tuonane na kuongea machache kuhusu chama yetu. In fact, si mimi ningesema hiyo hayo ya chama, mimi nataka kusema mambo ya pesa na vile tunasimama kama chama, kwa sababu bila chama hakuna chama. Chama yetu may experience a financial problem since it was started in 1991. But we have survived. We have changed the government. We were in power. Now we are also looking for the same power which we managed to grab from KANU the other time. If it were me, Mr. Chairman, our party leader, this program should have at least have allocated more time for everybody to raise his. Because since 1991, holding delegate conference, the limitation of time does not allow members to raise their views. And even this one, it is the same. So I think next time, I pray, we allocate at least 2 days to our national delegate conference or even national governing council. Our financial report is very brief and short. The report is quite long. I try to shorten it. The mandate and the legal framework of this report, which are this report is presented in compliance with Article 229 of the Kenya Constitution, Political Party Act 211, revised 2022, Public Finance Management Act 2012, and International Sector Accounting Standard accrual basis. The report incorporates is reading together with the final report of the Auditor General of the Democratic Party for the year 30th June 2025, in which unmodified sasa, lakini bwana chairman, nasikika kweli? The financial statement present fairly in all material respects the financial position of the Democratic Party of Kenya at 30th June 2025, and it is final financial performance and cash flow the year then ended. According to the IPS accrued basis, the Political Party Act 2011, revised 2022, and Public Finance Management Act 2011. The opinion affirmed the figures reported are materially accurate and compliant with the applicable to law and the standard. 3. For the year 30th, 2025, the party record as follows. Total revenue collected 6,110,999 the year 2023-24. Is 4,882,837. 2025, we managed to get Party Act 4,564,92 Kenya shillings. The year 2023-24, we managed to collect 3,004,057. Membership fee, which I don't know very much about that, is a total of 540,000, and the total is 1,878,780. Public contribution and donation is 905,987. Source of income and total expenditure is 6,010, 94.25. 23-24 is 4,882,837. Expenditure 7,176,820. Category administrative expenses 4,673,41 Kenya shillings. 23-4 was 2,377,873. Advocacy and was 898,000. Expenditure 7,828,000. 23-24 was 5,527,913. Deficit. (2025) was 1,165,000. 23-24 was 645,076. Now, administrative expenditure. Gentlemen, Brother Chairman, can SG excuse me, can you assist me to complete this? If I stand for long, I'm unable to stand. Anyway, I'm sorry, I've been a patient for some time.
Naendelea hapo, mzee wangu amefika. Administrative expenditure breakdown. Administrative expenses totaled 4,673,041, comprising number 1, office rent, 1,307,200. Volunteer allowances and salaries, Kenya shilling 1,940,000. Professional fees and legal audit and accountancy, Kenya shilling 720,000. Depreciation 328,458. Utilities, communication, transport, printing, and other costs, Kenya shillings 377,383. The Auditor General noted the administrative expenditure represented approximately 82% of political parties' fund receipts of 4,361,207 out of the 4,564,992, exceeding the statutory threshold of 30% under Section 26, subsection 1, subsection F. The Political Parties Act of the Political Party Act. Management explained that this was largely due to settlement of prior year's obligations. Let's go on the statement of financial position as this time. So the next area we're going is cash and cash equivalents. We had at that end of year we had 497,466. Receivable and advances 120,000. Property, plant, equipment 298,591. Other payables was 2,682,000. Total liabilities 687,652. Total assets or total liabilities, the party had a total liability negative 1,772,061 compared to was Kenya shillings negative 1,606,567. These net liabilities are attributable to a cumulative deficit and long outstanding obligation. Na hope tunaelewa tuna madeni ama sifai kuelaborate. Tunaendelea. Trade and other payables. Trade and other payables stood at 2,687,652, analyzed as follows. Outstanding over 3 years, 1,807,852, which is 67%. Outstanding under 1 year, it is 879,800, representing the other 33%. This payable primarily relate to legal fees for ongoing and historical court cases, as well as other accumulated obligation. The Auditor General emphasized that failure to settle this obligation distorts future budgets. Cash flow, pesa, whatever. Net generated from operating activities amounted to 462,182, resulting in an increase of cash balances from 35,280 on 1st July 2024 to an increase to 497,466 as at 30. Governance, compliance, and one, absence of an internal audit. And balances and lack of fixed assets. Rigid valuation of assets, that's 1. 2, establish fixed assets register. And 3, initiated measures to strengthen internal control compliance. Conclusion, dear members. The issuance of unmodified opinion by the Auditor General confirms that the financial statement for the year ended 30th June 2024 are fairly presented and compliant with applicable law and standards. Where the of 1,165,849 and continue to carry the liabilities of 1,772,061, corrective measures have been initiated to address the governance weaknesses, aged payables and compliance gaps, submitted by our Honorable Treasurer Moses Lontasati, Democratic Party of Kenya. Democratic Party on December 5, 2025. Hii. Democratic Party of Kenya, party court cases as at June 2025. Mr. Treasurer, Honorable Treasurer is breaking down for you. I'll try to go very fast because of time. There was a case number that 2023 Justice Aroni versus DP and Dr. Haji. Legal rep was CN Kihara. Invoice date was that. Amount charged was 300,000. Amount paid was only 100,000. Outstanding is 200,000. Cases appeal number that. Then that case, court case again. Saruni versus DP and Haji, CN Kihara. Invoice date 17. 250,000 charged. 250,000 charged. Amount paid 150,000. An outstanding balance of 100,000. The appeal on it. HCCP appeal number that E1 for 4. I'm not reading the appeal numbers because I don't think we really need them. In Kihara, $350. It's an ongoing case. Total amount charged for all those cases is 900,000. Amount paid is 250,000, and there's an outstanding amount of 650,000. I go to the next page. There is Justin, there's a case, Justin Muturi and others versus Choto and others. Yeta and Associate, those are the legal reps. Amount was 100,000, outstanding is 100,000. The case status is done. Justin Muturi and other, Choto and others, Yator and Associates were the reps. Amount is 100,000, it's done. Justin Muturi and other and Choto. Representative was CN Kihara. Amount it was 60,000. Outstanding amount is 120,000, only 60,000 paid, but the case is done. Justin Mutiri and others, and Choto and others, Yata and Associates were the legal reps. Amount is 100,000, only outstanding amount is 50. Case is done, and Justin Muturi, Jesus Aruni DP and DP Dr. Haji Kiara, an advocate, amount is 250,000. Total amount is 420, outstanding is 720,000. Ronnie DP and Haji Yato and Associate 100,000, appeal. Ronnie Yato appeal and Saruni 100,000. Outstanding amount is 920,000. That's just a report on all the court cases and the amount involved. Yeah, on behalf of my senior and my boss, our Honorable Treasurer want to comment. You can comment when you're there, sir.
Thank you, delegates. And I'm sorry for having interrupted you. It's due to my health at the moment. Now I have repeatedly tried to talk about the court cases. DP have been a family without quarrel, and even if there is misunderstanding, we used to sort it out between ourselves. Now the cases are now demanding us of about over 1 million. And these expenses is incurred by a person who is a member of a Democratic Party. How are we going to run a party or an organization where else it is us in between who are fighting themselves? We will never prosper. To make things worse, those even who are doing it are now looking for very senior posts of this party. And the case is still pending in court. Okay. Kwa hivyo sorry sana, ni afya yangu ndio si mzuri, ndio naona nimeyumba. But thank you for listening.
Tupigie Moses makofi. As you were saying, we'll get more time next time. So one day to discuss accounts, treasury, tunajua way forward. As it is right now, as we give them time to and give them thanks for giving the presentation as they walk out, I want to call on it's Gashiko Muhu. Kindly, you can come and take us through the next process, which is the party election announcement of, and then basically everything that follows after that. So, yes? What we're going to do is, yes, because of time, and the main cause of this particular situation was the election. Once we are done, as they do their voting or counting, is when we're going to take questions. So keep your questions until later. So, karibu. Yes. So tuwapigie makofi as he goes down, and karibu. Yes? Wataka wimbo? Tuwekee wimbo. Wanakuja. Yes. Karibu sana. DJ. Wacha tumpigie makofi na tupeleka through the process. 1, 2, 3. Na nguvu bana. Tumpigie maua. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Karibu sana. Karibu madam.
Thank you very much. It's fine, eh? I think, good afternoon. We dance a bit, 1 minute only 1 minute. Then we start. Okay, the wimbo, 1 minute only. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the main business of the day, which is elections of our next officials. And Honorable Justice Muturi, our SG, our chairman, all delegates, good afternoon. This is the message that I have for you before we start doing the actual voting, and I want to read it. It's a short one. It's written good morning, but I'll say good afternoon, fellow delegates, distinguished party leaders, members of the National Executive Committee, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to officially open the election process at this National Delegate Convention of the Democratic Party of Kenya. Today marks a historic occasion, a day when you, the delegates, will determine the leadership of our party through a transparent, fair, and orderly process. Notice of this convention was issued on the 17th of December 2025 in accordance with Article 12 of the Party Constitution and the Political Parties Act 2001. Only verified delegates and the Political Parties Act, only verified delegates registered with ORPP are eligible to participate. Registration was conducted today, 6 to 8, and no substitutions will be permitted. Following the notice issued by the Secretary General, the Party Elections Board, PEB, formally announces the National Executive Committee positions for which eligible party members have applied. The list of candidates, I'll read it out. Voting for contested seats will be by secret ballot with color-coded papers as follows. Chairperson, blue paper ballots. Secretary General, pink. Chair, Young Democrats, green. The voting order will proceed county by county, starting from Mombasa, 001, through to Nairobi, 047. After voting, delegates will proceed to collect their travel allowances. This will be explained further. As chair of the Party Elections Board, I will ensure that this convention is conducted fully in compliance with our Constitution, and that all proceedings are fair, transparent, and orderly. Your votes today will determine the leadership of the Democratic Party for the next 5 years. I now declare all next seats vacant and officially open the election process, inviting all delegates to proceed with the voting agenda. I wish all contesting candidates well and urge every delegate to act with integrity, fairness, and commitment to the unity and principles of our party. Before I proceed to read the list of candidates, I would like to introduce who have been working on this. Please stand up, the Party Election Board. There they are. Yes, there we are. That's the Party Election Board. Give them a clap. Thank you very much. You may sit down. And now I'll proceed. January, which is today, 2026. Contesting candidates. We have national chairman, 2 candidates, Esau Kioni, the incumbent. Do you want to stand up so people can see you? Incumbent. That's it. And Peter Dubai, with the incumbent. Those are the 2 contestants. we have today for chairman. So you can see them. Okay, you can see. We are going to have our incumbent, Jacob Haji, stand up, and Jesse Saruni. Jesse. Yes, those are the two contestants for Secretary General. For chairperson, Young Democrats, we have two candidates. Who works in our office. Beatrice, where are you? She's not here, but you know her. She's our office administrator. Eh? She's out sorting your allowances, but you know her, isn't it? Yeah, you know her. And we are also having Eugene Gedu. Eugene, maybe you can stand up. Where is Eugene? Outside. Okay. Those are the ones running for Young Democrats. Beatrice, please come. Please look for Beatrice. And even Jesse. Please look for Eugene. Please look for both of them. An opposed candidate.
Sorry, you know, I used to talk a lot.
So we have the party leader, J.B. Muturi. J.B. Muturi. Thank you. He's an opposed candidate. So we can have the other two, Beatrice Jerry. Where is the other candidate for Young Democrats? Yes. Oh, yes, thank you. Beatrice and Gedu. Yes, thank you. Those are the ones contesting for Young Democrats. Then we have deputy party leaders. We have C.N. Kihara. You know C.N. Kihara? He's just been here. Our legal advisor. Yes, he's unopposed. Then we have Alex K. Munyao. Alex K. Munyao. Thank you. Then Jane, deputy party leader, program. Jane, stand up. You know Jane? Yes, good. Then national treasurer, we have Abdulatif Juma. Unopposed, okay. Then we have a national vice chairman, Julia Chege. Yes, Julia Chege. Yes, thank you. Then deputy secretary general operations, we have Enoch. Yes, Enoch Olande. Yes, thank you. Yes. Then deputy organizing secretary, we have Frederick Mutio. Frederick Mutio. Yes. Then deputy organizing secretary program, we have Richard Mukulu. Then we have also another category of disqualified. We also have another category of disqualified candidates. One is the National Organizing Secretary, James Mwangi Macharia. Reason, disqualified due to non-compliance with Article 10B of the party election. He didn't comply. Then National Organizing Secretary also, Simon Alfred Lewa. Reason, disqualified due to non-payment of party election nominations fee. Then we have a deputy national treasurer, Moses, the gentleman who has just been here, Moses Lonsi. Reason why he was disqualified was due to late submission application form as stipulated in the notice, even though he had actually done the payment. Deputy National Treasurer, Operations, Rahab Karuku. She was also disqualified. Reason, the candidate was disqualified due to late submission of the application form as stipulated in the notice, despite having remitted the required payment. So you have to comply, you have to comply fully. Deputy National Treasurer, Caleb Oluochwanga, he was disqualified due to non-payment of party election nomination fee. Deputy SG Programs, Edwin Kinyua Musyoki. Reason, disqualified due to non-payment of party election nomination fee. So that is the category of disqualified candidates. Good, it's working. So just a bit of housekeeping, please, very quickly. People on the list of people who are not on the list of RORPP cannot vote, even if you are here. You will not be able to vote. We will not take any photographs of the ballot papers. And if you do, you'll be disqualified if you are a candidate. All ballot papers will be issued on the floor, and those are the ones which will be cast. No other paper will be cast except the ones that we issue on the floor. Yeah, I think that's it. So I think I'm going to call. Let me see. I have to read the list of all the delegates. Do I have? It's good. Yes. Huh? Huh? It was not to come. Just come. I can't hear you. Which one?
Women leader, secretary, women, and then youth secretary, and the youth organizing secretary.
They were not there. No, it is not there. They are uncontested, isn't it?
वंडावा नाही को था कुदरत कौन कहा विचार वारिया ना जावा एक बार